Hey everyone, Martin here from FU Fishing and More. Just want to take this opportunity this morning to, before I go fishing, to thank all you good people out there who subscribed and helped me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers, which we done this morning. Thank you all for that, gratefully appreciated. And those that haven't subscribed and enjoy the channel, please do. And the goal wasn't actually to, it was a personal goal to get to 1,000 subscribers, but setting up this channel wasn't about being monetized or anything like that. It was more to leave a legacy for my younger generation of the family, so that all these old skills and what have you aren't lost. And as a lot of the old style stuff has been in the past. Reaching the 1,000 subscribers was a personal goal, yeah, but the main reason I set this channel up was so that people could get something out of it, prove their fishing. If it helps, well and good. I've done what I set out to do. And mainly for the younger generation coming along, I've always enjoyed teaching kids how to fish, and I will do until I can't anymore. And so that was the main purpose behind FU Fishing and More, was to set up a fishing channel and share the way I have had success in my fishing career, and to pass it on to people out there that would like to try it and maybe catch some more fish. What we're going to do now is, it's such a beautiful day, tides are wrong, everything's wrong, but anyhow, it doesn't matter. I had to find somewhere to go fishing, so I'm going to just go down up here at White Patch, dig a few yabbies. I may fish down there, or I may go back and have a bit of a try at a new spot just to see if there's any flathead there or whatever. Fishing in general have been really hard up this way at the moment. I got onto a few early in the week down the Caboolture River. That video will be up very shortly, and got on some really good quality whiting. But for now, we're just going to, like I say, mainly for something to do, to fill in the morning, and because we can. Okay, I'll go and get all my gear and head on down there, and I'll see you after I've dug the yabbies and having a bit of a fish. Heading down this track of White Patch again. All yous that are not even fishing without a fishing rod. All yous that are familiar with my channel, you'll know I frequent this spot quite a bit. It's just a nice handy land-based spot where I go, mainly when the weather's shocking or it's not worth getting the boat out. But my main aim this morning is to, if I get one fish for lunch, I'll be happy. I got a feeling it's going to be hard to even manage that today, to be honest with you. Everyone I speak to, it's no fish. If you live in this area and you go on my channel, just drop a comment if you're finding the same thing at the moment, because we've really put some effort into finding these fish lately, and I've had to resort to going out in the boat down to the Caboolture River to find them. I couldn't find them here. They just look like they're starting to come back and then disappear again. And these tides at the moment, the low tides, low highs and high lows don't make it any easier. Bit like navigating that bloody bit of a hill there. with these boots on. You slip on the leaves. It wouldn't be the first time I've gone down that one. This is where I normally fish, just out off these sandbanks. The Abbey Bank right here. You couldn't wish for better spots really. It's just a... And I've done really well here in the past. The Abbeys are pretty easy to get. 3 out and that. I'll just sit you back here with the rest of my gear for you to keep an eye on while I dig a few more. Don't want sand and water all over the camera. Well, that's me. Oh, I think I dug 60 Abbeys. That'll well and truly see me out. If I haven't got me fish for lunch by the time I've used those, I'll give it away. The way it's warming up, but I can't see myself even using all those. Especially if the fish aren't here. Not a breath of breeze. Even the smoke out there going straight up. The old March flies are pretty hot this morning too. They let you know their presence. Only one boat fishing, and that's way up there, along with 2 blokes on the bank. But should be right on low tide now. So I'm just going to go out the end of this sandbank, work my way along there and just see if there's any flathead there. What was inspiring was just the other side of the Abbey Bank there, when you come around the mangrove trees up on the high tide mark where there's sand on the tides last night. There's quite a few little whiting divots there. Have to excuse me puffing a bit. I just dug those yabbies in a hurry. Alright, we'll just wander out here and see how we go. What's not a good sign is I don't see a heap of little whiting in the shallows, which I like to see that, because then you know the bigger ones are going to be there. But try here first and see what happens. First cast. And as always, I keep the bait moving, keep winding slowly. But I would have expected more little fish in the water than what there is. There's just nothing, absolutely nothing. No ship, no flashes. Oh, there's plenty of these bloody marsh flies, but if the whiting was thick as them, we'd be right. I don't know what the go is, but anyhow, there's not even any mullet down here this morning, whereas the other day there was heaps of them. Everyone's got their theory on why they're so hard to find up here at the moment. This is the first year I've seen it like this. Just had a little inquiry then. No size to it. I think he took the Abbey too. That was a whiting bite. Head's gone. See that? Typical whiting bite. They take the head, won't come back for the tail. Wow, bitey. He got me. Drew blood too, that little sod. Well, there might be 1 or 2 out on this bit of a sand here, we'll see. Put another cast out there and see what happens. Water's exceptionally clear. When it's clear like that, you cast from a long way back to where you want to fish, because they spook real easy. Actually, I prefer a little bit of a chop on top of the water. Just enough to make them feel a little bit more secure. Those little blokes are still there again. Didn't get him, but I think I'll go up here and work my way back. I won't go all the way up today. I don't think it warrants it. I'll just go up here to the second or third runoff and work our way back, and then I might go and just check out one other spot on the way back. Anyone new to the channel, using the Snyder Glass 108, I think they are, or 108, 9-footers, built by my mate. 6-pound line, 6-pound fluorocarbon trace. As light a sinker as you can get away with, especially on days like this where there's no run. And live yabbies, that's it. That's all you need. And the rod doesn't have to be as flash or anything. It can be whatever, as long as it's a nice whippy rod and you fish light. There, it's just taking the yabby as fast as I put it on. Hopefully there's a big one on the edge of them, which sometimes you'll find the little fellas are in close and then the bigger ones are coming up behind them. But no, even if we don't catch any fish today, it's a beautiful day to be down here trying. That's what it's all about, days like today. Fish or no fish. They're little pickers. Nah, and that's a little winter whiting. We don't want those. Mate of mine loves them. Down this end at the moment, the bloody little winter whiting. Faster you put a yabby on, it's gone. Just talking to that bloke passing the boat. He's doing no good for flatty, but he said there's a couple of blokes right at the far end of that dead gutter, and they've caught a couple of flathead, and maybe there's a chance. And you can see them now. You can't keep a bait on for little sods. I'll go up the next sandbank in a minute, see what that's like. First fish is far between. Nice little whiting. Got to get another one now to make it lunch. Funny boys, they're not interested. He was just pick, and I managed to con him into taking. Probably some of those others that I've mistaken for flashes there, but like I say, they're flashing, but they won't take it. Oh. Another one. He's only a baby. Yeah, that's what they are. That's what's been stealing me bait one after the other. This little tiny, he's a summary too, little fella. That's what I'd be doing if I wasn't doing this. Like I said before, I get me walking exercise as well. Another one. They're getting smaller. At least they're biting, which is something they wasn't doing before. Like just there you got a little patch of weed, sand and then weed, and it's an ideal spot for a flathead. The whiting are there. You'd think there'd be a flathead laid up there somewhere too, wouldn't you? Another one. Another just legal one. Oh well. Makes lunch. Done what I set out to achieve. And that was catch lunch. Ow. Can't beat nice fresh whiting either. I actually had whiting fillets for breakfast, just pan fried and a bit of garlic butter. You can't beat them. Another one. A little patch of them there just coming on the end of that sandbank. They're not big fish, but they are legal. That's all that matters at the moment. They're not the quality we were getting down the Caboolture River. It's good to see they're actually starting to come back up here, which they haven't done for a long time. They've been really hard to find. They're not real easy today either, but they are starting to bite now just on that turn of the tide. Only in just one little spot there. Oh, that was a better fish and I lost him. Pulled out. Bugger. Felt the hook too. I don't like that. They'll spook then and take the shoal with them. That's what we don't want. He's done exactly what I thought he might do. He felt the hook and then he spooked, and it looks like he's taken the shoal with him. Just there. I'd say to the stingray there digging it up somewhere. And I've found them like that before. You'll get the whiting feeding in the dirty water that the stingrays have stirred up. So that's always a good hint when you're wading the flats. If you see the mud trail coming out behind a stingray in the shallow, don't disturb him. Just cast in behind him and work the dirty water behind him. All those changing batteries. Just got another legal one. Like I said, there's no size in these today, but they are legal, so will make my lunch up. We'll just go over the other side of this channel here and have a little go over there, and then we'll head home and cook lunch. Better one. Oh, he just dropped off that one. That southeast he's getting up this afternoon too. Oh well, not going to worry me, I'm not in the boat, so I don't care. We're only going to have a few more casts and then we're getting out of here while we can still get across that sandbank there. So one more nice whiting if we're lucky, and we'll call it quits. He turned out better than what I expected it was going to. I didn't think it would be anywhere near as good as what it is, or has been. Haven't got big numbers. Hey, that's not what fishing's all about. It's all about fishing, not catching. To me, at any rate. There's that tide's coming up and I don't feel like getting real wet today. I don't feel like walking. I normally go out and walk through the mangroves to go back. But with my foot the way it's been lately, I'm going to take the easy way today, which means getting back before this tide comes up any higher. I would like to have stayed there and fished for the flathead, but I've got lunch and that's all I set out to do. So, my stingray in the water there. The whiting are definitely coming in on the making tide. They're starting to flash everywhere. Even right up in here in the shallows, the shells of a little potty mullet. There they go. Alright. Thank you all for watching. I'll probably do a cooking section when I get back. And I'll catch you back in the kitchen. Bye for now. Look at that for a view. Hey? Why would you want to be anywhere else? Boats moored, bridge in the background. Beautiful. And what better place? You can come for a walk, dig a few yabbies, catch lunch. Martin here from FU Fishing and More. We're going to cook these whiting we caught today. It was going to be for lunch, but I got back too late, so it's now going to be tea. I was just going to do them one way, but I've decided to try a bit of an experiment, just having a bit of a shuffle through the cupboard and see what we can come up with. I love doing this sort of cooking. We found a tin of condensed chicken soup, some cream cheese, some pizza bases, pepper, and of course the Bundaberg Spice Company spice, roast tomato and smoked garlic, which I get from Mendez down at Narangba. If you're chasing rubs or anything like that at any time, I highly recommend you have a look down there. They've got an excellent range and I haven't found one yet that I don't like. Pot. And that's about it. There's nothing much to it. We're just going to empty the cream of chicken into here. I have not got a clue in how what this is going to work out like. Like I said, it's just a idea with whatever you can find. And we can all make great tasting things from a recipe. That's no challenge at all. But when it comes to just what you've got in the cupboard and what you can find, which in most cases, or a lot of cases for some people, that's why they've got to do it all the time. Until next payday. That is not the case here at the moment. I will turn that on. I won't put any water in this yet. I like it nice and thick. And we won't use water if we use anything. We'll use milk. I don't know what that is was in there. Bit of chicken that hadn't been blended up, by the look of it. Now I'll just put some pepper on these fish. I won't put any salt on it because normally we'll add the salt later. Because with the cream of chicken soup, they can be, it'll turn out too salty. And you can always put in some in, but it's hard to take out. You can use a bit of brown sugar to mild it down a bit, but still you're better off doing it the other way around. Some of this roast tomato and garlic. We'll put the same thing in the, add the same thing to the chicken soup, the cream of chicken soup. We'll put a bit of pepper. Mine's too hot. Some of this. And we're going to add a little bit of milk to that. Might even put a bit of cream in it yet. Because what I'm going to do next will make it real thick. Alright, we've got, I'm hoping this will give it a real cheesy, creamy flavour because you already got the creamy chicken. Just let that mix. While that's happening, we'll cut the fish up just into smaller pieces. And I'll cook the other half of the fish tomorrow night, just a simple way, or maybe for breakfast in the morning. Right, we've got the fish. We've just got to get the cream cheese to melt. Would have liked to put a bit of coriander and that in this as well, but okay, we've got the cream cheese melted into the soup, the tin soup mix. Now we're going to add some coriander, dry coriander. It would be nicer if we had some fresh stuff, but we haven't got it, so we just make do with what we've got. Give it the old taste test. Tasting pretty salty.
Makeup.
So
Let's see.
we'll just put a bit of brown sugar in to try and tone it down a little bit, which is the normal practice. Not too much because we don't want it sweet tasting. Do you want to put the air fryer, switch the air fryer on? We're just going to do those pizza bases in the air fryer, and they should come up crunchy to have with it. We'll put some peas in that, add a bit of colour plus a bit of greenery, and as my mate says, you've got to have your greens. What we'll do, we'll just start this air fryer. Shut up the door. While they cook, we'll just do the fish. Might just put just a bit of, just add another flavour to it, just a little bit of sweet chilli sauce. Time for a taste test again. Like, then build these as you go, and with a bit of a taste test. Yes, that's it. Now, we put the fish in. We don't want to overcook that because then the fish will break up, which I don't want. I want the fish to stay whole. And we won't thin it anymore. I like nice thick soup, and so does the wife, the official taste tester. And we can't have her disqualifying it. I'll just try. The fish should be just about cooked. Whiting doesn't take any time at all. I don't want to overcook it because it'll just do that. It'll turn that off. Check these little devils. Turn them over. Just give them a bit of a zap on that side. Time to plate up. Cheesy cream of chicken and fish soup.
Careful, they'll be hot. There are tongs in there.
Don't want tongs. Squeeze of lime juice over the top. Okay. The taste test is now going to give it the stamp of approval or disapproval.
We'll see. After that last joke of yours. It's good. Fish is nice and tender, but I like anything you cook.
I know, I'm a like-all person. It just goes to show you just got to put a little bit of thought into it, and you can pretty well make anything into a meal and taste the part. That's probably a combination most people wouldn't think of putting together, but just begin to try it. What's the worst going to happen? Taste like, you know what? Well, when you've always got a four-legged one out the back, that'll appreciate it.
I mean, I would never have thought of putting soup, fish, all that together.
These are crunchy. Don't put me
I don't know. I didn't try those.
in. That has turned out better than what I expected by a mile.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice, you got your fish flavour there, you've got your chicken, your cream of chicken, soup, sour cream, all the flavours are there, and one sort of doesn't overpower the other, and it's beautiful. Okay, we're going to enjoy this now and catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and hit the notification bell and what have you, and you'll know when we put the next one up. And put up a comment if you try this and it comes up good and you like it, let me know. And if it doesn't, let Kerry know. Bye now.